All right, so here's my truck. It's a 2006 Dodge 2500. Had it coming up on 2 years now. Clean truck. When I got it, I did some body work. I had a bunch of paint chipping on this front bumper, so I went and got that repainted, as well as this bedside, which you might be able to tell doesn't match perfect. You can kind of see the difference between the two right there, but I got some dents pulled on it as well, and I got it painted. And I also got the tailgate done. Tailgate was pretty bad, had a few deep dents in it. And I've already started chipping away. You can see some of that Bondo in there. But it's been a solid truck. That's the only body work I did to it when I got it. It came on a level. I think it's a 2.5 inch. It's just a block up under those springs. I'm sitting on 35s on 4-gen stocks. And I got 2-inch spacers on them, so puts a little bit of a stance on it. I like how it sits. I ran 37s. Couldn't do spacers with how I was sitting, so I'm really liking how it sits right now. It's pretty practical, you know, for pulling and whatnot. Trailer, nothing too big. I had wides on it, 24x14s. Those fit, but you couldn't scrub them, or they would scrub a little bit, so but they look good though. I'll try to throw a picture up in there. For what else is done to it, it's got a fast with a sump. So up under there, those filters are all old. I need to go change them out, as well as this air filter. This air filter is cooked. For under the hood, I got a 2nd-gen swap from Willie Custom Fab. Super nice kit. I'd probably say one of the nicest kits on the market. It's got an S464, all the intercooler piping. It's got the ceramic coated T4 manifold. Of course, you got that downpipe that they sell with it as well for that high mount. Yeah, I don't think there's too much. There's EFI Live on it. The tunes from Firepunk. Don't really. Truck's definitely not running right. I think it needs injectors. Just like how it performs. Super smoky. Doesn't light up the best. So I'm thinking about throwing some injectors in. And I'm pretty sure these are stock injectors, and the truck's at 216. So injectors definitely got some time on them. And would probably really wake it up. When I first got the truck, radiator was destroyed. Had a hole in it. Somebody put stop a leak in it. Kind of got scammed on that part. It was like second day I bought the truck. Radiator started leaking. I think what goes into the cab, heater core, started getting clogged, clogging up the cooling system, making the truck get really hot, and then I'd floor it, and then it straightened back up. Ended up just putting a cooler in it and flushing the system out, getting all that stop a leak in. That stuff sucks. Had to do some batteries on it not too long ago. I went with Walmart. They were like $300 for the set, with like a 3-year warranty, some crazy warranty on them. So, which they've started leaking. I just washed it, so you can't really tell, but yeah, might be warranting those out here soon. Everything else is pretty much how it should be. 4-inch straight pipe. Actually, not straight pipe anymore. Just put a muffler on it. I got LEDs all the way around. Cheap ones. I got a gooseneck ball back there from B&W. Also got the B&W hitch. Love these hitches. Haven't used this one, but I've had others. Best hitch on the market, 3-way. That's where it's at. Got LED pods back in here. A couple dents on that rear bumper. Don't really like how it looks with those pods, but I should honestly probably just get a new bumper. But I like him when I'm trying to back up for sure. So, like I said, sitting on Nitto 35s, 12.5 on the 20-inch 4-gen Laramie wheels. Underbody's really clean. Had it kind of painted almost just to make it look better. There wasn't any rust or nothing. It's a Southern truck, but he kind of coated it with something. Don't really remember what all it was. Pretty basic truck. Interior will clean up nice. The whole truck cleans up really nice if, you know, I went and got it detailed, but I got a little rip in the seat. Kind of tried stitching up. The classic center console. Of course, 4x4 on the floor. Sorry, it's kind of messy in here. Heat AC, never had an issue with AC. Blend doors I was having an issue with, but it actually kind of fixed itself on my trip to Florida. This truck just got back from Florida delivering that F-150 that I made a video about for trading. I went down there and sold it. So this truck probably ran about 13 hours on Saturday. I went down last Saturday. So it did pretty good. Just pulling that F-150 all the way down there and then pulling the empty gooseneck back up. So but anyways, that blend door actually started fixing itself. It now blows on the floor now. So ended up working pretty good. I should have talked about gauges when I was over there. I had to glue this. This is sloppy. It's a bunch of glue residue. Nothing really too special in the cab other than these gauges, which I'll go show you. I'd definitely say the bulk of it's under the engine bay of what's done to the truck, but I got the Edge CTS2 and then glow shift gauges. They work, but they kind of suck. Like, they kind of sit loose in the housings, and you kind of got to move them around. Sometimes they'll shoot all the way over, and you kind of just got to move it around, and it'll start working again. Ideally, it'd be nice to get rid of all this and make, they sell one with a handle. I think it's like an SRT one. They sell it, there's a handle right here, and then there's one pod hole, and I'd go put a CTS3 in and put everything on this, because unfortunately I can't run everything. This shows like my EGTs, fuel pressure, and trans temp, and this trans temp's more accurate than the ECM trans temp. So ideally it'd be nice to put everything on here and then get rid of all these and just have everything, and put the actual sensors to the transmission and EGTs other than what the motor or the ECM tells me. So here's my pod light switch up here for the back. Here's my switch, or 5-position switch. I really run it on max all the time, as you can see. 215 on it, almost 216. RPM gauge don't work. Classic. I got Apple CarPlay. Well, can't really show you because I gotta connect my phone, but got my brake controller sitting up down there. Got 2 subs underneath the rear seats. Oh. They don't really hit at all. They're cheap. They were in there when I bought the truck and never really messed with it. They do a little, it's better than factory for sure, but nothing special for 212s. I believe 5% on the back glass. I think this is a little lighter, as you can see, and I got 35 on the shield. I like 35 a good bit. It's honestly perfect in my opinion. Can't really see in. You can see in a little bit, but nothing crazy. So yeah, if I did anything different, I would probably get Fortune mirrors and paint match them, do a cow hood, and kind of do some grill and Laramie bumper or something like that, maybe ranch hand. But I don't really like dumping money and stuff, so probably will never happen. I do plan on doing injectors though here in a little, but I can't decide if I want to go ahead and do bigger injectors and bump up my CP3 and then stud it, because right now it's on stock bolts for the head, and I haven't had any issues. And this second gen kit's been on there since 160,000 miles, so it's been holding up. Transmission's solid. I haven't talked about that. It's a Randy's transmission. Don't know what stage it is. Was in it when I bought it, but that thing has been stout. I have not been easy when I tow with this, and I've towed a good bit. I tow a lot. I think most I've had behind this truck is about 17, 18,000, somewhere around there. It was definitely pushing it. It was tough to stop, but yeah, it did it. Transmission is super stout. Very happy with the Randy's trans. I think that trans almost was put in at 140, I'm pretty sure. Just done my normal maintenance, oil changes every 5K with filters and everything. Just did brakes on it. I did the Amazon drilled and slotted. They've been good, no squeaking. Wasn't really a difference compared to the other brakes I had. I don't know, I doubt they were stock, but drilling slide, it didn't really make a difference, but it's been a solid truck. If y'all got any other questions, just let me know. I'll probably do a video on the injectors as well whenever I get around to that. But yeah, if y'all got any other questions, I'm sure I'm probably missing some things, but it's been a stout truck for 2 years. Really not much that goes wrong with this thing. Knock on wood. So appreciate y'all watching. Let me know if y'all got any questions, and I'll see y'all.